Well, hello, you amazing, beautiful people, and welcome back to another first time reaction video. Alright, so we have been checking out a bunch of random videos over on this channel. We checked out recently the Boondocks, which has led to me getting a ton of recommendations for shows like South Park and Family Guy, and randomly, this guy. Now, this is a stand-up comedian called George Carlin, I believe. Let me know if I'm wrong in the comment section. And a lot of people have been sending me loads of his videos and saying, Luke, this is definitely someone you should check out. You're probably really gonna love him. Now, I don't know who George Carlin is, other than the fact that I've heard his name mentioned when I've been talking about stand-up comedy, and people say oh, George Carlin's one of their favorites of all time. That's it. I've never checked out any joke or stand-up comedy set from him. That is the genuine truth. He's a name I've heard of, but not someone I've ever checked out. I think he was a little bit before my time when I started first watching stand-up comedy. He's a bit of an older comic. So yeah, I've never checked him out before. This is gonna be my genuine first time reaction. I'm looking at some pictures of him right now, and he looks tons like the guy who was in Bill and Ted. So I don't know if that's the same guy or he just looks loads like that guy. But yeah, he does look loads like him. Which, if he is, that's crazy. But yeah, you guys have asked me to check out George Carlin. This is one of his most viewed videos ever. This is what was sent to me, so it's gonna be a genuine first time reaction to this man. Now, I'm really enjoying this random rabbit hole you've got me going down, and the only way I am going down this is because I've got people like you all guiding me. If you want to give me a video recommendation, super easy, put it in the comment section. That's it. Every reaction I record comes from my comment section, but you need to make sure you're subscribed. So press the subscribe button, go to the comment section, leave a recommendation, and then whichever comments from subscribers get the most likes, that's literally it. That's how I pick my reactions. Just read the comments and I react. Super easy. You guys control this channel. So let me know what you want to see next, and let's jump into my first time ever reaction to George Carlin.
Something else I don't understand, motivation tapes, motivation books. What happened here? Suddenly everybody needs to be motivated? It's a fairly simple thing. Either you want to do something or you don't. What's the big mystery? Besides, if you're motivated enough to go to the store to buy a motivation book, aren't you motivated enough to do that? So you don't need the book. Put it back. Tell the clerk, fuck you, I'm motivated. I'm going home.
All right. Bro is going 100 miles an hour, but tell the clerk, fuck you, I'm motivated and go home. That one tickled me. I had to put the ball down for that one. Alright, I feel like I'm gonna like this one. A motivational book is interesting though, because you have to be motivated to read the book, buy the book. He's not wrong.
And can anyone explain to me the need for 1 hour photo finishing? You just saw the fucking thing.
What does that mean? What's a photo finish?
How can you possibly be nostalgic about a concept like a little while ago?
I thought it was a photo. What does he
Another
mean?
complaint, too many vehicles. There are some families in this country own entirely too many vehicles. You see them on the highway in an RV, but that's not enough for them. RV's not enough. Behind them, they're towing a motorboat, go-kart, dune buggy, dirt bike, jet ski, snowmobile, parasail, hang glider, windsurfing equipment, a hot air balloon, and a small two-man deep-sea diving bell. Doesn't anyone just take a fucking walk anymore? The only thing these people lack is a loon.
Alright, his delivery is amazing. His delivery is great. Doesn't anybody just take a fucking walk anymore? Alright. Okay. This guy. Nah, I like this guy. This guy, I feel like I'm related.
Excursion module. Too many choices, America. It's not healthy.
I agree, man. This is old as well. Now it's even more relevant. People do fucking drive everywhere. No one walks into town. If you live in town, you drive to the shop around the corner. Everyone fucking drives.
Another abomination. White guys over 10 years of age who wear their baseball hats backwards. Listen to me.
You guys want a true story here? All right, it's a true story. Now, I'm kind of blowing up my dad here a little bit by saying this, but I went out. So I grew up in a town called Brighton, lovely town. I went back there recently. I say recently, it was about 2 years ago, and I was with my dad, and my dad wanted to do some shopping. So we're around the mall in Brighton, and he goes in a hat shop, and we're all waiting outside of the mall, and he literally walks out of this hat shop. He's got his jacket open. He's got a new top on. My dad's in his 50s, by the way, and he has the new hat he's bought backwards. And he walks out. He looks like Charlie. Show up. We're like, no, you wear a hat, you wear it the other way around. And it was the way he walked out, like it was normal. Like he was like, yep, like walked out, like thinking he was cool. This is 50. It's crazy.
Guys, let me tell you something. You're never gonna be as cool as black guys. It's not gonna happen. You're white and you're lame.
No way! This is the crap. You cut into that guy. It's just so mean. That poor dude.
It's a fucking law of nature. Turning your hat around and learning a complicated handshake will not make you cool. And you black guys, since you started the whole thing, I'm going to let you stay with the hats a little bit longer, but I think really, once you qualify for Social Security, it's time to spin that motherfucker around to the front again. All right?
It looks better from it. Anyway, come on.
Another tip.
Unless you're a skateboarder. You skateboard, it's fine.
Another tip for the men. The earrings, the thing with the earrings, it's over. It's been over for a long time. Doesn't mean anything anymore. It was supposed to piss off the squares. The squares are wearing them now. Doesn't mean anything. It's just fucking jewelry. Unless you have an earring with a live baby hanging from it. It's just jewelry. And I want you to know I'm in favor of self-mutilation and personal disfigurement.
What? This guy's losing me a little bit here. He's in favor. All right, let's see what he means.
I've always said there's nothing like puncturing and perforating your skin in a dozen or so places in order to demonstrate your high self-esteem.
Okay, now I think he's fucking with me. There's no way he believes me.
When I see a young man decorating his scalp with a soldering iron, I say, there's a happy guy. Thinks highly of himself.
Okay.
And haven't we gone a little overboard with these colored ribbons for different causes? Every cause has its own colored ribbon now. Red for AIDS, blue for child abuse, pink for breast cancer, green for the rainforest, purple for urban violence. I got a brown one. You know what it means? Eat shit, motherfucker! Eat shit, motherfucker!
Honestly, the fact that he remembered the colors and their cause and association both makes me proud and suspicious of this guy. Maybe he wears all of them. This is an awesome stage, by the way.
And what can we do to silence these Christian athletes who thank Jesus whenever they win, never mention his name when they lose? Not a word. You never hear him say, Jesus made me drop the ball. The good Lord tripped me up behind the line of scrimmage. According to these guys, Jesus is undefeated. Meanwhile, these assholes are in last place. Must be another one of those miracles. And speaking of delusional people, what about a guy who hears a voice in his head tells him to kill his entire family, so he does it? Is this the only thing a voice in the head ever tells these people to do is to kill others? Doesn't a voice ever tell a guy, go take a shit on the salad bar at Wendy's?
What the fuck? All right, that reminds me of something I actually spoke to my wife about the other day, okay? And this is this is a fun theory that I have. You know how people communicate with ghosts? And they talk about like ghost communication? I was like, I wonder if when you die, you get taken to like this like ghost room, like and all the like big high up ghosts are there, and they say, welcome to the afterlife, you have to follow some rules. And in the afterlife, they tell you you can only communicate with random bumps, random sounds, or one random words. Because you always see people like these machines going like, is there a ghost here? Caramel. Noodles. Door. And they're like, what does that mean? And it's like, I love the idea of ghosts actually talking like that in the afterlife, and it's because it's one of the rules.
Doesn't it always tell a guy to take out his dick on the merry-go-round once in a while? Well, some guys do take out their dicks on the merry-go-round, but usually it's their own idea.
He's a bit dark.
Something else I can do without: aftershave and cologne. And this disgusting shit that men put on their bodies. Just what I need in the elevator. Some guy standing next to me smells like a fucking pine tree. I said, go home and wash, you smelly prick. You smell like the urinal in a Portuguese cat house. God damn, guys are stupid. Guys are really fucking dumb. They think they're gonna get laid with this stuff, you know. Oh yeah, they put it on at home. Oh boy, I'll get laid tonight, I'll get laid tonight. You don't get laid with green shit that comes out of a bottle, okay? And the only smell that's going to help you get laid might be your own natural scent. You have pheromones. It's a secondary sex characteristic. People in America, nervous about sex. They want to cover that up and disguise it. Guys in Europe, they know how to live. Guy gets in the elevator over there, he smells like a pile of dog shit. Those people are...
Hey. Hey, whoa. Fucking hell, man. Shots fired. Now, I'm not saying he's wrong. As a European, I can say this, okay? I'm not saying he's wrong. But I am also not saying that he's not 100% right.
Sophisticated.
Sophisticated. Sophistication.
Getting pretty tired of these guys walking around in cowboy hats and cowboy boots. You ever see these jack-offs? Can't we kill some of these motherfuckers? Walking around in a fucking cowboy hat. Grown man. It's not even Halloween, for Christ's sakes. I say, hey, Tex, grow up and get yourself a wardrobe consistent with the century you're living in. Why do certain men feel the need to dress up as mythic figures? You don't see anyone walking around in a pirate costume, do you? When's the last guy you ran into had on a Viking outfit?
You know what? Let's normalize that shit, because that would be incredible. People just start wearing old outfits from, like, the past. I would fucking love that. That'd be amazing.
Make-believe cowboys. Closest they ever got to a cow is when they stopped to take a piss at an Arby's. And camcorders. Here is technology gone berserk.
I love how older comedy is just shitting on everything. Like older, I mean, new comedy is pretty similar. But older comedy is literally like, this is fucking shit. That's awful. That's terrible. What the hell to do with this? You look terrible. That's literally older comedy.
Everywhere you go now, there's some dick, some yo-yo, some putz with a camcorder.
The move.
And he is going to tape everything. Doesn't anyone in this country just stop and look at things anymore?
I feel like listening to this is actually kind of shocking. George Carlin talking about like traffic and camcorders and all these things. It's kind of crazy how so many of the issues that he's facing are issues that we all still face now. Can you imagine George Carlin like going to a concert now? I wonder what he thinks now. When he goes to like shows or anything like that, and everyone's got a fucking mobile phone, and they're all like looking at like half the crowd is doing this for the whole show. What's the point in even going? What is the point in even attending a show? You might as well just watch it at home. There's no point in even going. You're not even looking at the show. You're looking at the screen. You might as well be actually looking at a screen. So how do you reckon he would feel now when he goes? Like, are people like this at his shows now, at his concerts? Is he still around?
Maybe even remember them. Is that just a strange notion? Does experience have to be documented and brought home and saved on a shelf? And do people really watch this shit? Are people's lives so bankrupt they sit at home looking at things they already did? These guys are so intense, you know? It's always guys. They won't let women touch the cameras. It's a highly technical skill. Look through a hole, push on a button, big skill, and they all think they're Federico Fellini. You ever seen him? Low angles, zooms and pans, and it's the same ugly 3 children in every goddamn shot. All the George Lucas magic in Hollywood is not going to change the unfortunate genetic configuration on the faces of these children. Keep these unfortunate youngsters out of public view.
No. Man, he's really fucking firing shots here. The impression of the camera guy, it's crazy that that's still the camera guy now.
Now.
The moves, the everything.
A lot of these, hold on a sec. A lot of these cultural crimes I've been complaining about can be blamed on the baby boomers. Something else I'm a little tired of hearing about. The baby boomers. Whiny, narcissistic, self-indulgent people with a simple philosophy. Give me it, it's mine! Give me that, it's mine! These people were given everything. Everything was handed to them. And they took it all. Took it all. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll, and they stayed loaded for 20 years and had a free ride. But now they're staring down the barrel of middle-age burnout, and they don't like it. They don't like it, so they've turned self-righteous. And they want to make things hard on younger people. They tell them abstain from sex, say no to drugs. As for the rock and roll, they sold that for television commercials a long time ago. So they could buy...
It's actually weird watching him sometimes. His comedy style is borderline not comedy. Does that make sense? Like, and I wonder if that's because of like the era we're living in now. Because it feels almost like I'm watching someone predict the fucking future, which is ironic because I'm fairly confident this is the guy from Bill and Ted. So, you know, what's his name? Was it Rufus? Does he have a fucking time machine? Because it's funny and then not funny. Because it cuts too close to home. And that's the problem here. I'm like listening to the jokes, I'm like, ha ha, and then I'm like, ha, ha, Huh? Like, you know what I mean? It's where a joke crosses that line where you're like, ah, shit. That's just kind of sad.
Pasta machines and Stairmasters and soybean futures. Soybean.
God, my throat is so bad today. I feel like I'm always ill.
Something? They're cold, bloodless people. It's in their slogans. It's in their rhetoric. No pain, no gain. Just do it.
Gain.
Life is short. Play hard. Shit happens. Deal with it. Get a life. These people went from do your own thing to just say no. They went from love is all you need to whoever winds up with the most toys wins. And they went from cocaine to Rogaine.
Oh, it's fucking amazing.
And you know something? They're still counting grams, only now it's fat grams. And the worst of it is the rest of us have to watch these commercials on TV for Levi's loose-fitting jeans and fat-ass Docker pants. Because these degenerate, yuppie, boomer cocksuckers couldn't keep their hands off the croissants and the Haagen-Dazs. And their big fat asses have spread all over and they have to wear fat-ass Docker pants. Fuck these boomers, fuck these yuppies, and fuck everybody now that I think of it.
You know what? This ain't comedy. This is a guy who's just fucking had enough. He's had enough. This is a random dude who was just walking past this club, and they're like, hey, we need someone on stage. And he's like, I'll fuck go on stage, man. I'm angry. And just went on stage, like, and fuck you, and your hat. Why you wearing it backwards? You suck. And your jeans and shit. This is a roast of the world. Look at him smiling. Look at him smiling. Whole crowd cheering, getting told to fuck off.
Sometimes in comedy you have to generalize. Now there's one thing you might have noticed I don't complain about. Politicians. Everybody complains about politicians. Everybody says they suck. Yeah! Well, where do people think these politicians come from?
Everybody says politicians suck. Well, it's a good thing it's not like that anymore. Now, it's great. It's all good. Everything is fine.
They don't fall out of the sky. They don't pass through a membrane from another reality. They come from American parents and American families, American homes, American schools, American churches, American businesses, and American universities, and they're elected by American citizens. This is the best we can do, folks. This is what we have to offer. It's what...
That's such a scary thought, isn't it? That's so messed up when you think that every politician across most of the world is the best we got. They're the best. What the fuck?
Our system produces garbage in, garbage out. If you have selfish, ignorant citizens... If you have selfish, ignorant citizens, you're going to get selfish, ignorant leaders. And term limits ain't going to do you any good. You're just going to wind up with a brand new bunch of selfish, ignorant Americans. So maybe it's not the politicians who suck. Maybe something else sucks around here. Like the public. Yeah, the public sucks. There's a nice campaign slogan for somebody. The public sucks. Fuck hope. Fuck hope. Because...
Jeez, man. This guy is unhinged as hell. This dude is crazy. This guy is... This is crazy. I mean... the scary part is... He's literally pretty much for the last 10 minutes told everybody to just fuck off, right? But the scary part is, can you argue with his logic? If you're complaining about politicians, you're complaining about these people, we elect them. We pick them. They come from us. And it's crazy when someone points out how bloody obvious it sounds.
If it's really just the fault of these politicians, then where are all the other bright people of conscience? Where are all the bright, honest, intelligent Americans ready to step in and save the nation and lead the way? We don't have...
It's actually scary how relevant this just seems to be year after year.
Honest, intelligent Americans ready to step in and save the nation and lead the way. We don't have people like that in this country. Everybody's at the mall, scratching his ass, picking his nose, taking his credit card out of his fanny pack and buying a pair of sneakers with lights in them. So I have solved this little political dilemma for myself in a very simple way. On Election Day, I stay home. I don't vote. Fuck them. Fuck them. I don't vote. 2 reasons.
I imagine this was quite a controversial thing to say. Like, I don't know how old this is, but it looks at least like, what, 90s? And considering what a prominent thing voting is in America, back then, especially for like an older person, this must have been like a big deal.
2 reasons I don't vote. First of all, it's meaningless. This country was bought and sold and paid for a long time ago. The shit they shuffle around every 4 years doesn't mean a fucking thing. And secondly, I don't vote because I believe if you vote, you have no right to complain. People like to twist that around, I know. They say, well, if you don't vote, you have no right to complain. But where's the logic in that? If you vote and you elect dishonest, incompetent people and they get into office and screw everything up, well, you are responsible for what they have done. You caused the problem. You voted them in. You have no right to complain. I, on the other hand, who did not vote,
I hate this guy for making sense. It's pissing me off. It's pissing me off because I'm like, I've always been on the side that if you don't vote, then you have no right to complain, right? That's the truth. That's how I felt. I don't want any controversial shit coming from that, but that's true, right? That's how I felt. But then he says that, and then I'm sitting there going like, oh yeah, that's very true. Now, I'm not going to go into politics or that sort of stuff, but I will say, I think one of the main issues that we have is people don't look at more than 2 parties. And the whole reason is because people feel like if they vote for a third party, it's a wasted vote. But because so many people think that, that's why that becomes true. And I think that's one of the major issues in voting. You should always vote with the person that represents your interest the best. And that shouldn't be limited to 2 parties. That should be across the entire board, right? And that's how I've always looked at it. But the second he says something like that, how can this dude could literally say, I think setting fire to people is fine. And I would be like, that's crazy. And then 2 minutes later, I'd be like, well, now you mention it. That's how this whole reaction has felt.
Who, in fact, did not even leave the house on election day. I'm in no way responsible for what these people have done and have every right to complain as loud as I want about the mess you created that I had nothing to do with.
I hate how this makes sense.
A little later on this year,
makes
you're
too
going to
much
have another
sense.
one of those really swell presidential elections that you like so much. You'll enjoy yourselves. It'll be a lot of fun. I'm sure as soon as the election is over, your country will improve immediately. As for me, I'll be home on that day doing essentially the same thing as you. The only difference is when I get finished masturbating, I'm going to have a little something to show for it, folks. Thank you very much.
This is not what I expected. This is not what I expected. This dude is unhinged crazy, man. This guy is crazy. When the fuck even was this? 1996 in New York. 1996, 30 years ago. If Carlin was alive today. Oh, he died. Oh, that's such a shame. That is an awful shame. Carlin's anti-motivated attitude towards motivation books is motivating. This guy predicted social media zombies. He was so ahead of his time. It's scary how much is relevant. That's the thing. How much is relevant? How much feels like something people would say now? Carlin wasn't a comedian. He was a philosopher with a sense of humor. Can you imagine if you saw America today? The comedy would be gold. I came for the comedy, stay for TED Talk. That's the thing. That's the one thing, right? That's how I felt. An old man complains on stage for 30 minutes. It's still funnier than most comedians these days. That's the thing here. This felt different. I don't even know if this was going to be a fun reaction to watch because it's not me sitting here laughing my ass off. It's me sitting here like, kind of like rubbing my chin almost. I'm listening to this guy, and instead of finding every joke funny, I find every joke interesting. It ends up sounding, like I said, almost like like a time traveler talking about things. It doesn't feel like a comedian doing a sketch from the 90s. It looks like that, but it sounds like a comedian doing a sketch now, talking about camcorders and everyone like doing that and how important that's become. And in the 90s calling that out as well, and in the attitudes of people and in politicians and this sort of stuff, and everything just sounds relevant. And it's amazing how he's literally able to say something that sounds outrageous and sounds crazy, and you could be like, that's just so, like, how could you say something like that? But then he tells you why he says that, and he'll take a moment. He'll say something completely extreme, spend the next minute explaining to you why he has that extreme view, and then by the end of it, you're sitting there and you're like, oh, I kind of understand why he has that view. And that is so weird to me, that's like something he can do. George Carlin on students, parents, phone calls, Bluetooth. This guy's going to be amazing to watch, isn't he? But, like I said, scary. That comment, I stayed for the TED Talk, that's how I felt. At first, I'm laughing at him. Then I'm listening to him. What an interesting person. What an interesting freaking set. And how scarily relevant it was as well. You can hear my dog barking in the background. That is not what I expected. Is that the guy from Bill and Ted, by the way? I need to know. George Carlin is nothing like I expected. I wanna hear more. I want to hear more. I don't know how this reaction will perform. Because like I said, it's not your usual just loud, funny, silly stuff that we're all sitting here laughing at. It's more interesting and scary. So, I don't know. Is this something you guys would like? Do you want me to go down a bit of a George Carlin rabbit hole? I don't know anything about him other than this video. And if it is the guy from Bill and Ted, and that he was in Bill and Ted. But I definitely would love to learn a little bit more about him. Let me know. I'm interested. I don't know how this reaction will do. I don't know if this is something people are majorly interested in. I got a bunch of George Carlin recommendations. That's why we did this. But let me know. Do you guys want more of this? I really would love to check out more from him. He seems so intriguing to me. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. What an insane video. What an insane, scary, predicting of the future video that was, man. That philosopher statement. Not far from truth. I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction. Again, be kind, be respectful in the comment section today. This is a nice place where we all look out for each other. And let me know if you want more. And if so, what? What should I check out next? Like and subscribe. Have an awesome weekend. As always, my friends, you will see you in the next one.